Dude, on Super Bowl Sunday, I was a wreck. Like right as the game started, I was like, fever. Oh, I was like, I'm sweating, whole body. Feels good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ed and I went to DC. We went on a Sheetz spree, which I'll explain that in a second. And then we got sick immediately.
What is a Sheetz spree?
You know what Wawa is, right? The beautiful, the wonderful
Wawa.
gas station.
Oh my
yes. God. So apparently there's like I don't know if you can call it a sister gas station, or there's a gas station like it that's also from Pennsylvania called Sheetz. And Gabe and I went there 3 times when we were
I'd never heard of this place until like a few weeks before we had left. It's like Sheetz? But then I saw a video of a guy eating there that was like, yeah, this is like the Wawa.
So why would you call a place after linens?
I don't know. It's with a Z too, so it's really
I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. I don't really know. I'm guessing it's a name, but who really knows?
It was fun though. It was worth it, even if that's what got us sick, which I doubt it was. But
was it basically
just a beautiful?
It's like Wawa. It's like
the same thing.
It offers like everything, but not like super high quality, but fun.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah, like, I'd say they have more goofy combos.
Yeah.
Than Wawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's hard to describe. Really, you have to see. I can put pictures on screen or something.
Look at him go! And it's time to hot dog it at Sheetz.
But
you're like,
you can get a chicken sandwich.
One wet the bed.
No, that would be interesting.
They're all like named after like bedding shit, like just like sheets.
No, but they'll do a side of bed bugs.
You say bed bugs?
Bed bugs.
No, but they'll do weird stuff. They'll do weird stuff like you can get a chicken sandwich with jalapeno poppers on it. That was pretty notable.
That was fun.
That is very different, and I love the sound of that.
It was actually good. I can't lie.
Sounds amazing.
My fat ass was in heaven.
I think it was worth it. If that's what got us sick, I personally think.
You never know what kind of weird like gas station bacteria you're running into.
Yeah, but it's
gas station.
I got the Sheetz strain of COVID-19.
Sheetz strain.
It started at Sheetz in Washington D.C.
No.
Oh my god!
It's going around. It's just why is there always something going around? Ever since COVID, there's always something going around.
Because we're meat bags that just catch stuff.
It's just, you guys remember though, like, I feel like after the pandemic, what I've noticed is now that we're all more like aware of it, we always say the phrase, I think there's something going around. There's just something going around.
Yeah.
I kind of just feel like that's not accurate enough. Like what it really is like, but it's also it's more like there's an organism living inside you that's trying to kill you, and
or at least trying to live off of you, live simultaneously as it steals energy
trying
from
to hijack you a little bit. And then so it's like we've gotten a little more to the point where like there's a little suspicious that there's something going around. It's like you're fucking sick.
Yes.
You don't have to say there's something going around. You could just be like, everybody I know is getting sick. Everybody's coughing. I don't know why.
And it's always a mystery. You never know what it is, even though it's like the most common cold ever. There's something going around.
Just something.
Can't figure it out.
Something out there.
You got the bug.
My lungs out.
For me, after COVID, what I always hear people say is, it's probably COVID.
Yeah.
Well, there's always this passive thing where it's always COVID.
This is the first time. Okay, so I was sick recently as well. Which is kind of funny. Me and Ed got sick at the same time.
Oh, right.
Like, we're ovulating at the same time.
Oh, my God. We're in sync.
Holy shit. Another round of mimosas, please.
Why am I not invited to this? Man, I should have stayed sick longer.
You just had to stay sick for much longer, and you would have been included in the ovulating mimosas challenge. Anyway,
challenge? Why is it a
ovulating? For my new YouTube channel.
Why is it a challenge?
Oh my god!
But I thought I had COVID, but then I realized I didn't, because like what happened with me was really, really weird. I've never had one of these. Okay, have you ever had a UTI before? You know what that is?
I know what that is. I do.
Know, urinary tract infection. Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever had one before?
I didn't think guys could get them, to be honest.
You know, I think I got close to having one with my first case of COVID. Because I remember feeling like, oh, my bladder feels weird. And I remember hearing people are getting it. So
I've gotten them before, but usually it's like a 24-hour thing, and then it's like gone. And
yeah.
Okay, that was weird.
Right.
It stung like hell to urinate for a day, and then it went away.
Yeah,
I feel like I've had that. I had a UTI this time and I haven't gotten that many of them. It's just that I've had it before. I wasn't like that worried about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It didn't go away. I had one recently, and it didn't go away for like a week.
Oh my God. That's terrifying.
My penis was just on fire.
Damn, dude.
Bro.
All right. Congrats, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
My brother's rocking that UTI shit.
It's like somebody didn't hear the first like 3/4 of context.
But
they're just like, oh, right, hell yeah.
This is such a
conversation. Fire. Like but it was though for like a whole week. And I started getting worried. I was kind of like, this is weird. Like I've felt this before, but normally it's like one day and then it like goes away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not that normal. It's just that I have a memory of like what it feels like. I guess.
Right.
So,
Right.
Anyway, a week goes by, nothing changes, and I was like, this is weird. And it actually started getting worse in some ways, and I was like, oh, this is really concerning. So I started thinking about going to a doctor to kind of be like, maybe I need antibiotics or something. I don't know. I've never dealt with this before, so not in this capacity at least. So then, I wake up the next morning after deciding I'm going to go to the doctor, and UTI is gone. It's completely gone. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I have the worst fever I've had in 20 years.
So when was this? How recent?
This is last week.
Last week. So it's kind of around the time that I was sick too.
That's what's so weird about it. Yeah.
I mean, that's what my grandpa always told me. He said, the fevers always start in the penis.
My penis is just so like hot.
They always start down there and they work their way up.
It has the cold sweats, and I don't know how to handle
it. That is such a weird progression.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
But I guess I
love your grandfather.
he's great. Yeah. Shout out to Grandpa.
But it was like a week of the fever and recovering from that.
What a nightmare.
And then I got COVID symptoms. I got the cough and I got the cold symptoms. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I started, but I'm just saying, I was like, I wonder if I had COVID. And then I'm like, no.
Yeah.
There's no dick pain associated with
there is.
COVID.
No, my cousin got one when he got the first round of COVID.
Really?
Yeah, he got a UTI with it. Yeah.
Oh,
and he's never had one before. So.
That's crazy.
Maybe
I'm learning so many new things about the male body.
I'm urinating so many new
Today we learned COVID can make pee-pee hurt. Ouch. Ouchie.
I will tell you though, you know how after you're sick and you get better, you have this like really big appreciation for how good life is. You're just life is awesome.
I've been experiencing that today.
And I just started experiencing that recently as well, but I've never really appreciated what it feels like to urinate. And just
without pain,
it just doesn't hurt. And
Good for you.
Fucking a weird new appreciation.
Just a good solid pee, no pain.
And it's just relaxing. And I'm just like,
oh, that's probably a huge relief. That's like when like tooth pain goes away or something, and you're like, I don't have to get my tooth pulled out. You know,
isn't that great?
Gosh. Like the plague.
Any issue that just solves itself on its own without any scary intervention, it feels so good.
Absolutely.
And it's also slightly uncomfortable because you're like, I don't know what I did to make that go away. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know.
What did I do?
Well,
the clock is ticking.
Yeah. I do hope that never comes back again, but I do feel a lot better knowing that it can go away on its own.
That's
right.
I've never dealt with that before.
Yeah, I mean the body can heal itself pretty good.
Yeah,
as long as you're not like bombarding it with sugar.
That's why
something Gabe and I have learned.
A partnership with my new dick cream.
Sponsor!
Oh, you got it.
Love it. You can put it anywhere.
G Fuel dick.
G Fuel. Also, no
G
fuel.
You know what? We should get the G Fuel out of the way early because I'm legally obligated to share. They did send me more stuff.
I don't recommend the citrus because if you have a UTI, it burns.
They said it's Year of the Dragon, guys. They sent me these little packets. I'm actually going to open one of these. You guys can have the other two whenever I see you.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
So you need to mail us some of those.
I'm going to taste the Swedish fish flavor while we're sitting here talking. But yeah, we code G Fuel? Code Super.
Code Super.
Save
Code
on
Super,
G
yes.
Fuel.
Code Super, you get your dick cream at G Fuel.
And the best part is they don't care. They love that that's how we advertise it. So thank you, G Fuel. Personally, I make a paste out of the powder and I apply liberally. Anywhere.
Apply liberally.
Apply liberally?
Anyway.
Apply lubricating.
Oh, no.
But so you're feeling totally better now, right? Right, Eddie?
Yes. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's really kind of as of yesterday. Like I had this thing for seemingly a full week because it's weird because Gabe and I were in DC and it started as just like a little sore throat. I got
it too. Yeah.
I thought it was no big deal. And honestly, it felt like it was going away. But on Super Bowl Sunday, all of a sudden, 6 p.m., right when the game starts, like raging fever. I was like, what the my whole body started to sweat immediately all at once.
That sucks, and I feel bad because I did not get the fever part of it. I just got like
I mean, I could have gotten
and all that stuff.
I could have gotten two different things. Like I don't know if that first thing I had was even part of it, but yeah.
Has that happened to you? I feel like if I get any sickness, I'm kind of good for at least like a month.
For at least a month?
Like I don't think I've ever caught anything back to back. So usually if I get two things, I just assume they're connected. But
what usually happens with me is I'll get like one really bad thing per year, but then I'll like once a month I'll get something extremely light. Like I'll just notice fatigue on a random day.
Oh,
and I'm like,
that's how it always was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I know what you mean. Sometimes you just feel worn down.
Yeah.
And it could be anything. A lot of times I feel like it's something I ate.
And sometimes with it, you'll have like one little corner of your throat that hurts a little bit. And you're like, oh, I hope this doesn't turn into something bigger. But it goes away most of the time. So it's just, things are just going around, you know?
So something's been happening lately that is kind of weird.
Jackie.
Ah! It's like, I don't know.
You're like, oh shit, I am dating someone. I forgot.
I could bring you guys coffee as well.
Oh my gosh,
Jackie.
please.
Andrew, share.
Oh, I almost got a coffee before starting this, but
I told them about I told them about how you can get dick cream from G Fuel if you use the code Super. Super dick cream to heal.
My favorite is the tropical citrus.
When are we getting D Fuel? That's all. I'm just waiting.
D Fuel.
Listen, the Mega 64 guys have their Tanga. Okay. They got their Tanga eggs and their Tanga sponsorships. No. I'll talk to Rocco. Maybe they can
strike a deal.
Give Rocco a call.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Jackie's gonna be hanging out here.
No, we'll do it as a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
This is where Jackie is gonna hang out with us. Like just like, this room continues. Over to there.
Oh my gosh, we're getting like my immersion is shattered.
I like you still have your
my head
red, white, and blue
for Andrew's
patriotic
living space.
Sorry. Oh, we still have
crazy.
You still have your patriotic lights. I'm digging that. And a Christmas tree. What?
Hey, it's
we're gonna get rid of it before March. It's okay.
Sure, yeah. You got it.
We did. Last year, I guess we decided to do like real Christmas trees. So we have a couple.
Oh yeah,
like little baby trees because we didn't really have room for like a big tree.
That's fun.
But the whole house just smells amazing, even like now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to decide to get rid of it.
I would leave them up.
Honestly, the trees almost smell the best when they get kind of crispy, because that sap gets dense.
Yeah, exactly.
They almost become more aromatic.
It's hard. It gets harder to get rid of them.
So it's like the opposite of a rotting corpse. It smells good.
Yeah, it just smells nice. Yeah.
Tree corpses smell beautiful.
They get the older they get, the better. The muskier.
Well, she does this thing that I never heard of before. She'll take a pot and put like fruit in it and boil it, and it smells amazing. And the whole house smells like cinnamon fruit. Like it's got like a
Oh, if you're doing cinnamon stuff.
pot.
Yeah.
Do you guys drink the stuff off of it after you boil it?
Don't drink it.
See, we actually make something that has kind of the same effect, but you actually drink it. It's called wassail. Have you heard of that?
Wassail?
Yeah, it's like a really old school Christmas drink, but you put a bunch of cinnamon sticks, oranges, cranberries all into a pot and boil it.
I've seen that. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, it tastes great.
That sounds
Wassail.
nice.
We are going to Wassail House.
Wassail.
I think there's literally an old carol that's like, "Here we go, a wassailing."
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even joking.
I feel like I'm at home. I love it.
Here
Going
home,
home for Christmas is just going to South Florida, which is
the
hottest place in the United States.
I just love drinking hot wassail when it's 90 degrees out.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think what happened since the last podcast, because we recorded right before we left.
Yeah,
we got back.
Oh gosh,
like a week and a half ago, and now I'm
Super Bowl.
leaving. I'm leaving again in a few days. Yeah, the Super Bowl happened.
Can you guys watch the Super Bowl? Usher was great.
About Usher and Alicia Keys, they're like having a baby or something.
Oh no,
what? Like getting them together. No.
Dude, I think Usher had whatever the fuck we had. That's all I'm saying, because he is sweating like hell up on that stage. Put a photo. Put a photo of glistening Usher.
I should because I didn't watch any of it. I don't even know what happened. So
put up Usher glistening on the screen.
Was it Alicia Keys who is the female pop star?
Was it? Yeah, I think it was. I think you're right.
Sure.
Alicia Keys on the piano, the Satan red piano.
Yeah, the Satan red piano. Why is it always red?
It
needs to stop. There's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like all the Hollywood people are like Satanists.
Yeah.
And, like they need to stop making shit so red. They
go.
I know.
Stop like sending the wrong message. Isn't that what it is? Something about like the Illuminati and Hollywood celebrities and Satan, and it's all red.
That's
why
very
Taylor
old
Swift's
school.
Red and like all this bullshit. Yeah, like
there's entire channels out there.
At this point, it's just classic. It's just cute.
Down.
It's just cute. It's classic.
They should wear some blue.
Amen.
I mean, what does that say about McDonald's?
Oh, that's definitely the devil. X-Files thing.
They did. The only Super Bowl ad I even saw was one that was like an ad campaign for Jesus. Did you? Hear about that?
The foot washing business.
That was the only ad that I saw.
Like the real Jesus.
Did you say the Satan Jesus?
Yeah, which Jesus are you talking about? The Satanist
Dark Jesus?
Or the real Jesus?
But I thought that was so.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I was like, oh, that was interesting.
I did not see that. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I didn't see any of the commercials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was a commercial.
Yeah. Well, I saw a lot of people.
I've heard of those.
I saw a lot of people
people were fighting
it was
over it.
AI generated or something, and I was like,
some people were mad because it wasn't Christian enough, and then other people were mad because it was like too liberal, because there's like somebody wearing a hijab in it. I don't know. It was dumb.
Right, because they were
Stupid.
too diverse in it or something.
Everybody was upset. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just so tired of people. I'm so tired of people claiming that stuff's AI generated when it's like that's just like they just put budget into like making it lit a certain way. Like they, it was like there were pictures. It's just a shorthand for anything that
in people's defense,
AI generated.
I did question it though. I was like, wait, is it? Like I had to do a double take.
Yeah,
because it has that polished feel.
It's kind of like what we were saying with the meme account that's like too polished that you have to wonder. It's kind of that effect where if something looks too refined, people start to, or like too stylishly lit. It's like, was that AI?
That would be funny if that whole account was just some guy, like an actual artist, making these,
just working
just
just
pumping them out,
bleeding into his art. It's like it's AI.
That would actually be kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get to a point where it's just everyone just says everything is AI generated just to be like a skeptic. So they're just skeptical of any original.
Just sound cool,
I think it was OpenAI that's doing the new video stuff that's like almost immaculately perfect, like already.
Yeah.
It seems.
I saw the clip Andrew sent. I was like, shit.
I mean, it's not perfect if you zoom in to certain parts, but like it's so much better. It's crazy.
The thing that I think it gets wrong right now is like locomotion. So like if you look at the feet, like if you look at like droves of people like walking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Feet, and you'll see their feet kind of look like they don't really move right. They just kind of slide around.
They kind of float.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it still has like a slidey effect. Like they're levitating kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And or like the ground is ice kind of like motion.
Right, just sliding along. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's almost sometimes at the wrong pace too.
But other than that, it's basically perfect.
It's getting good at least keeping a consistent style and keeping objects like the same design.
Yeah.
Whereas like the style would like switch and there were all these other issues.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better. This is the worst it's going to be.
So
it's only going to get better from here. So,
my question is, with some of that AI video stuff, is it just using strictly other videos to analyze these, like how things interact, or does it know what materials like each person is stepping on? Does it take all that into account?
I really don't know, but I've heard that with this new model, they're actually using game engines to train it.
Okay, interesting.
On perspective, because with a game engine, you can like simulate every single angle and every sense of perspective. Right. So if you think about it, it's like if you're trying to train something on video, you can either try to find video that is like a good data set, or you can generate your own video data set from just like teaching it with game engines in different environments.
Yeah, I wonder when I see that stuff though, because it's like when somebody's walking and they're walking on a certain surface, does the AI know like, oh, this is a person wearing this type of shoe stepping onto a rock?
I don't know. Yeah,
or if it's even that deep. Yeah,
I don't think it's thinking that deeply.
Okay,
I think it's much more just
they might have like generic like physics with and stuff like that, because if it's running through a game engine, they have to.
That is what they did specifically say was good at physics generation, which again makes you think, okay, they're probably training it,
but it probably doesn't know what is what necessarily. It might just know like this is a rigid body, and this rigid body has a certain amount of friction on this surface versus that surface, and it just. But
they are teaching AI to do object recognition and stuff. Like that works in Peridot, Niantic's game, or like little Tamagotchi game. Like you can hold your camera up in real time to objects and like, oh yeah, show your pet flowers or water or a flower, and it'll react immediately. It'll detect stuff immediately. So
I would assume
it's not out of the question.
I would assume that would kind of be the next step in getting rid of that glide, so to speak. Because it'd be like the sudden it realizes that the feet walking are actually making contact with the surface and it knows the surface type. Then I feel like that problem could go away pretty quick.
So that's what's cool about rigid body physics is like, so a lot of like games, because we're like a bunch of different specialties. This podcast is a whole bunch of different things, but like one of them, we do like to talk about games, and I think some of the most interesting things about like rigid body physics in games is that normally every object in a game has like a certain like mesh, and that mesh doesn't represent the rigid body. So like a human being in a video game doesn't have like a rigid body around each like joint or like each like limb or anything like that. Normally there's like a single like capsule around the body, and then there might be like other smaller capsules around like the arm and the hands and stuff like that. But they're basically all capsules. But with rigid body physics, you can do some weird stuff, but it takes a lot of extra processing where you can say like the foot is a different rigid body from the hand or from the head. They're all different rigid bodies. And so you'll get like different Newtonian forces on the foot. Whereas like normally what will happen in a game is like with regular physics is they'll just say like, okay, like the whole like body of the character is going to have one Newtonian force against the ground, like at all times, or something like that. Or they'll apply like other vectors, but it'll be to the whole entire character body is the idea. And then to stimulate the idea of rigidness, they'll have like ragdoll physics applied to the armatures of the character in an animation sense of the word, but it's not going to be actual rigid body physics. So I think if you like one really crazy next step for AI would be able to like render scenes that like use real rigid body physics.
Yeah.
And you would get some like really interesting stuff, because what you would effectively get with the sliding is you would get like, okay, a foot pushes off the ground and actually pushes the rest of the body up,
right,
as opposed to just sliding across the ground and just
right.
like, so that would be really exciting to see. It would also be really scary. My hot take is that it feels like we're just trying to recreate reality.
Yeah.
It just means we're really bored with real reality.
I mean, nothing changes, right?
It'll be funny if it is using game engine like footage as training data, because then you really are just using like you're not training it off the real world anymore. You're teaching it just based like in a fake environment.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, that's more useful data. Like, oh, we can give it more meaningful physics data if we can like replay the same simulation multiple times and get slightly different results. Like that's an infinite more variety than you could get from having to like scrape images off the internet or something.
Right.
So I don't know how they're utilizing that, but I know that it can generate Minecraft footage like almost perfectly.
Was it previously just like copy and pasting and like sort of just like putting different pieces of content into one?
I think it's
previously?
Pretty much. I mean, it's a little bit more sophisticated than that, but that's like, I think the majority of it. It's good at hiding it, but that really is all it's doing. It's just merging lots of different pixels that it's seen from different areas and like following like rule sets, like, oh, these, pattern replication and stuff.
Right.
It seems like basically I remember playing Minecraft like as a young like 16-year-old and just being like, this is a crazy like thing. Like you can launch this game and it generates itself, and we call it procedural generation. We don't call it AI because it's not learning something.
Yeah, right. That's an important distinction.
It doesn't get better. What it does is it's consistently random, but it's a deterministic kind of random. So we call it procedural randomness or generation. But I feel like what that's really good at doing is giving you a sense of a narrative in the randomness. And that's why, like in Minecraft, you'd be digging down and then you would arrive to like a cave and you'd be like, whoa, and then the music would change and then like different enemies would start coming up and the lighting would change. And it would almost feel scripted, but you could never script something that amazing. So I feel like if you take procedural generation, almost from a story-driven sense, sort of setting the stage of an environment or something like that, and then like you use like this new like AI thing that's really, really good at modeling an actual answer to something, you could get some really crazy, like it's essentially like Minecraft's school of thought marrying into like tech's weird like neural network machine learning stuff.
Yeah.
And create some crazy shit that actually simulates like a video game. So it makes it feel real almost, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm kind of like, what if like I do think it is a lot like it's just like we're trying to replicate reality, but I still think it's really cool, especially when you start getting some of the like game engine stuff in there. Because to me, like I'm imagining something where basically you're not just copy and pasting content. That's basically like what old like OpenAI was doing, and then like stitching it together to create an environment. Right. And you're also not just like creating a sandbox of a procedural generated world. Like you can actually give it a prompt and it'll get a really, really good approximation of what that would be in a simulated way, meaning like it's through an engine or something like that. That's really, really crazy, because then each model has an identity, and you could even start attaching behaviors to those models. And that's kind of like, you can start going really far with that if it's running in a game engine. I didn't know we were at that stage. That's
yeah. I think I even said on an old podcast where I was like, you guys think AI's kind of plateaued a little bit? Like there hasn't really been anything that crazy. And like sure enough, it's like
3 weeks ago it felt that way, yeah.
Oh, okay. We're still moving.
Nope.
We're still jumping.
For sure.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. That just a few weeks ago it felt like, every like AI demo is kind of the same.
Yeah, it was starting to feel like that a little bit. Like the images were really good, like undeniably. got very, very good and will probably keep getting better. But video just seemed like a much more complicated problem that was not going to get solved very quickly. And
everybody always goes back to that clip of Will Smith eating the spaghetti or whatever.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, a lot.
You see that all over the place.
By the way, what a weird fucking internet to be like, we're going to just like, guys, you know what we got to do? We got to get video of Will motherfucking Smith eating spaghetti. That's what we fucking need. And we're going to like put college degrees, thesis projects to this because we really, really want that. And it's like, we could have picked anything.
I know, right?
The video that the internet...
that's the one we're fixating on.
Behind was
it's not even that creative. You don't need AI to... Like, we could have gotten real footage of Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Bro, it's so much spaghetti.
And didn't they put that audio clip of him, I think from YouTube Rewind in it, where he's like, oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
He's just like, oh yeah.
Scary. Yeah. So, I mean, good thing we didn't get into the stock footage business. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because I seriously thought about doing it. And now I'm like, shit.
We did.
Well, glad I didn't waste time on that. We had
conversations about that a long time. Like, I mean, I guess years ago, but still, it was like, stock footage. Like, that's something that you can kind of make some like side cash with. Like,
it's like, so can AI.
Those are that's going to not exist probably. And who knows? I don't know. A couple years next year.
You guys seen much from the like it was a couple weeks ago now, but just Congress just beating the shit out of all the different social media execs on TikTok and Facebook and everything.
Did they do it again? They weren't. It wasn't enough to humiliate Mark. They had to go.
Yep.
They had to go farther. No,
we didn't really end up talking about it last week.
No, we didn't.
I think this is already like 2 weeks old though. But yeah,
I didn't hear about the other execs.
Like, it's weird witnessing our government just forcing social media execs to apologize live. It's weird watching like this like parental like government trying to like our government trying to like set some like morals right with social media when they're not accountable for anything they do wrong. Like it's an amazing it's an amazing like becoming of like all the things you thought were wrong about like the American government in terms of how it holds accountability on itself, how it holds itself accountable, which it kind of doesn't, etc. Like, it's just kind of crazy. So I feel like it was kind of a big deal because like but it hasn't really made the fucked upness of all of that hasn't really made a difference. But it totally could. It totally should. But it probably won't. And all the while, our government, like, there'd be these really, really old people trying to... Really, they don't like TikTok in particular. It's like, they attack TikTok. And it's like, it's funny because they always can't... They're always like, I don't know why all of our kids... like they all talk like this too. They're all like, I don't know how these kids on TikTok or Kid Cock or whatever they can't get their tails.
Oh my God!
They just end up being really offending and not even realizing that they're making the situation so much worse.
I guess it's all basically just their own version of
that.
I mean, it's basically just like virtue signaling, right? They have to do it. They have to show themselves publicly attacking these CEOs to make their voter base feel good, like they did something.
Yeah,
right.
When it's like they must know that it kind of is pointless. It's like just because you got Mark Zuckerberg to apologize,
a little slap on the wrist,
dude.
Like, he's not going to change anything about what he's doing.
No, he's not.
All that did was strengthen the ball. Like, it just took all the social media companies and was like, see, they actually do take accountability. Like, it was like, and the government doesn't. Wait a minute, you guys are the assholes. Hold on a second. It's an amazing.
That's funny, yeah.
I wish there was almost more of this going on because it's like when a real perpetrator has too much time to talk, they kind of like Freudian slip all of their best cards. Like they don't need to, but they kind of like give it away, you know, and then you can see through it. And
all I'm saying is that Mark Zuckerberg is a true American. He's out here promoting Sweet Baby Ray's, smoking them meats.
Yeah,
I stand with Mark Zuckerberg.
He's an all-American boy.
Doing MMA. Like,
amen.
He was on the Lex Fridman podcast talking about how now he does MMA.
God bless America, man.
Very
That's all I'm
surprising.
saying.
Yeah, God bless.
And God bless Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
God bless America. AI America.
AI America.
So, but yeah.
We tried.
That was crazy.
We tried to do that.
What else happened in the last couple weeks?
Andrew's pregnant. He was a little bit of a slut.
Yeah.
He got pregnant.
Huge announcement. Announcement. I'm going to share this big announcement with you guys. So
I can't wait.
This has been coming for a really long time.
So have I.
I haven't gotten a chance to talk much about this, and I'm excited. And the big announcement is basically like, you know, have you ever wondered what your life could be like if everything was just kind of better for you, your family, you know, people you love.
I'm listening.
If you could have access to resources that set you up better for those hard moments, those critical journey moments. I've been working hard at this, but basically there is something coming down the pipe soon.
Okay.
That I'll be announcing in the next podcast.
So your announcement was that there's an announcement.
And I'll bring it up again later. But
he's
gonna stop asking me about this.
He has my attention.
So, and we'll talk about it.
Tell me now. You can tell me.
Talk about it when I have.
Come on, big reveal.
He's definitely pregnant.
He's pregnant.
So,
yeah,
he's having a big ass fat baby.
So we'll just, you know, a product that can make your life perfect, and we'll talk about that.
I have a mixed emotion of excitement and blue balls.
Listen,
but I'm kind of
wait
ready.
For my life to
I'm
be perfect.
already ready for the next podcast.
No, it'll be in the next podcast. So
okay.
I'll if I feel like it, I'll be able to share more. But at this time, I'm not actually at liberty to share any more about this, and so I'm actually going to have to decline to answer any questions. So,
tell me now.
Okay.
Tell me.
So I won't be answering any more questions about this for the rest of the day. So.
Please stop emailing us about Andrew's announcement of an announcement. He's not taking questions.
Emails, they're pouring in.
We're going to wait for the Andrew Direct.
Yeah.
There's going to be an Andrew Direct on some undisclosed day in the next 2 weeks. We
are expecting to get 100 viewers over the lifetime of
that video.
No. The sting in the 100 this time, Jim. Like we paid for.
Like we paid for. Got that click farm going. Let's go. Come on.
But that's all I've got for right now.
All right. I'm excited. I'm a little cautiously excited.
Okay. Good.
Maybe a little confused.
It's all about making that dick go on fire. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah. So that's that.
That was a whole lot of fucking nothing, my God.
No, I think we got that. Basically, Andrew's announcement is basically the same feeling that I have watching any game reveal show or like Sony Presents or Xbox Direct. I don't know what do they have a thing? I don't even know if they have a thing.
That's like
a lot of announcements in those these days.
A lot of people wrapped up their corporate job performance reviews, or they got a promotion, or they got told they're not getting a promotion recently. And I would say actually the way that I just shared a lot of personal information about this discovery and this invention I want to talk more about next podcast, is exactly how it feels to get turned down for a promotion.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Exactly what it feels like, because I've been working professionally for 5 years. I've gotten promotions. I've gotten turned down for promotions. I know what it feels like on both sides, and they both feel crap.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Both sides, it feels like trash. You're like
I do value that we get the insight though.
And
I
bro,
want
they give
to know
you
what it
the
feels like.
worst feedback. They're like, no, you're doing amazing. We literally couldn't do this without you. We can't replace you. You have way too much like domain knowledge. Here's 3 extra cents per hour. And you're like,
oh no,
you gave me like, you're giving me pennies on the dollar, like really?
Thank you.
That's so they'll butter you up and then they'll just like throw you in the trash. It's like, but then you realize that that's what happened to them. Like they also
thanks corporate America.
Yeah,
also had to deal with that.
Yeah,
The only people who've got fire in the dick are really the execs.
Oh my!
I don't like this phrasing. I don't like saying that.
Fire.
Fire in the dick.
Fire in the dick.
I love joking about.
I don't know. Sounds kind of spicy.
But it's like it starts to feel kind of itchy. I don't know.
I think it works. I think it applies nicely. Nothing that a little bit of D-fuel can't fix.
But yeah, no,
that's the sound of applying.
You can see I've been working on my political. Say a lot of nothing.
Oh boy!
Yeah, get warmed up. It's 'tis the season. I'm kind of starting to think now, like, what if we do get into the political stuff? We've been kind of hyping it up.
Do you guys want me to start a fight with Destiny? I can. I need to. If I need to.
I'm just saying, what if people just don't actually get that worked up this time around? What if it starts to happen and it's like the Super Bowl where it's like, oh, is that happening? Did you watch it? No. Like, what if we get there and then that's the energy level? There's just a complete indifference.
Really, Gabe, that would be a really interesting outcome. And just for the sake of starting some shit, I'm going to disagree with that. Disagree with that really fun.
All
right. This is the most important political
you hear that, Gabe?
cycle there has ever been. I've been saying this for 20 years that the 2024 election, since I was 7 years old, I've been saying that the 2024 election is going to be the biggest election cycle in all of history. Why? Because I knew there were going to be 2 old Joe and Trumps fighting it off together. You got Donald Trump and Sleepy Joe, and they're going to go at it like a couple of fucking old scraggly rabbits rolling around in the mud. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the biggest. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know where my brain's going with this one. And that's why G Fuel Dick Cream, use code SUPER. You can get it at your doorstep tomorrow.
Who do you think will kiss one another first, Joe Biden or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
Who's going to kiss each other first?
Yeah, if they were real close, nose to nose, who's going to kiss first?
Biden would go in first because he would forget that he's in front of Donald Trump after 5 seconds.
I think Biden would go in first anyway. Because that's just kind of the move.
He starts debating the wrong presidential.
Gabe, cut in that clip of Joe Biden like sniffing people.
Yeah, you're right. It's in his spine. It's just a reflex for him.
Yeah, that's just in his nature.
Like
he's just a loving guy,
Yeah,
I didn't feel kind of like I feel like I can totally see like
who's going for the first move.
Election 2024, like big dick Biden. Like I think I could see it. I could see
whole hog Biden.
I could see people kind of being, tiny hands Trump, big dick Biden. I could see it. I could see it because in America, bigger is better. In America,
teeny Trump.
We're so stuck on the idea that more is good. Like that's what we're. And so what we need to do is just make Biden larger.
Oh my God, that would
help.
And
in charge.
We need to just.
What about more Bidens?
More Bidens?
Multiply the Bidens.
It's not about quantity; it's about size. Unfortunately, in this situation,
just like turning him into like a transformer where it's just limbs of Biden and like more Bidens, just a Katamari scenario.
Right? Oh no.
I would watch it, maybe. I say that. I don't know.
Trump actually could be going to jail pretty soon based on the fraud charges.
Damn.
It could happen. It probably won't because rich people don't.
Anything could happen, but certain people tend to not ever get any consequences at all, so we'll see.
Yeah, and it can sound like I'm saying that I want him to. Like, I don't really care if he goes to jail, but I'm just saying like if he really did commit fraud, he really could go to jail for that, but he probably won't because he's really powerful. So he probably won't go to jail, and I don't really care if he does. But I feel like what I don't like is a lot of people will be like, someone will say, hey, this could happen. We could be in a scenario where X could happen, right? Trump could go to jail. And what would that mean for the presidential election? And then everybody assumes that person is like hyper liberal or like wants Trump to go to jail or something like that. When really all we're saying is like, this is a weird fucking situation. I don't know.
I'm just like, correct. Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like that's a big problem too. Because then people vote based on that kind of shit. And it's like, oh, I don't like that, people think this. And I think it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, no, he really could go to jail. You could love Trump and you could still be right that he's probably going to face some.
Yeah. And he wouldn't be the first person in that position to be in a position of possibly under scrutiny for illegal things that could lead to jail time. Uh-oh. But as far as I know, it has not happened.
It hasn't happened yet. And that's what's kind of crazy because rich people, celebrities, the only thing that they've ever gotten celebrities in jail for is tax fraud. That's it.
Oh, really?
There's nothing else. Because I mean, like,
you're right. No, I can think of a couple.
Jail for like little things, but like, many years on end being behind bars. Like normally that's tax fraud. Normally it's celebrities.
Yeah.
Whatever came of Trump's whole tax thing, I don't think I ever caught wind of that.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's the Mar-a-Lago thing, right? I don't know if it's a tax thing, but it's some kind of fraud.
Well, I know for years they were talking about like, oh, he potentially didn't pay his taxes. Release the taxes.
Yeah, I don't even know if the new stuff's related to that.
I don't know if anything happened.
It might not be. Yeah, I think this is so what I don't like is that clearly what's going on with all of this is the Democratic Party is kind of needs him to go to jail. Like,
yeah, basically.
That's kind of like what I don't like about this. It's like, okay, you should probably be able to beat Trump without.
You're right. No, you're 100% right. It's go to jail. Regardless of if he deserves it or not. They really need that.
Because he's going to win if he's not behind bars.
Well, I've heard that
he might even win if he is behind bars.
I've heard because Biden was the natural pick for a while too, but like I heard that even that's kind of up in the air because they're like, well, if he's really, like, I mean, usually it's like the conservative side saying this, but I've even seen like everybody being like, yeah, I don't know, Biden's gonna be in good shape when the time actually comes. Like he might need to, because he had some press conference that went bad or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. He's just not in good shape, and he had in that press conference he walked away at the perfect time, and then he came right back. Like, and he kept answering.
Well,
he just started fucking up. Like he just started saying shit. He started sounding like what it probably feels like to actually like have dementia. Like it started.
Yeah, that's
really
not.
bad.
Yeah, it's starting to be a little more clear.
I am so surprised that he's even gotten this far. Like,
well, and
I cannot believe it's been 4 years. That's all.
It can't possibly be good for whatever condition he has, like that he's under.
Yeah, no, there's a real case
whatever
for
kind of like shit they're keeping him up with, so that he can make it through these press releases.
Yeah, like elder abuse for sure. We should probably we should be on guard. For that.
There's a pretty good argument for that.
Would he be healthier and happier if he wasn't the president? Like,
my political beliefs generally do revolve around what would make Biden happier as an individual. So like as far as like policy and just general thing, I think whatever is best for Biden as a person on a personal level, financially even, I think I support that.
Yeah.
I just want my president to be happy.
It's weird. This is going to be a weird one. I don't know. I kind of agree with your sentiment, though, Gabe. It would be interesting if, mostly because I think it would be kind of cool if people
wouldn't that be
fuck this round.
Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting? I feel like that's very wishful thinking. People are going to get crazy. What if though?
But I also think a lot of people. I get it. A lot of people's identities are found on things like this. They need like some kind of I don't know, enemy to fight.
Yeah.
There's plenty of enemies to fight, in my opinion, that you can choose from that don't have to be political. But this is where a lot of people get the meaning in their life. So sometimes I'm kind of like, okay, maybe this can be the last really bad one. Like we almost had young people, not almost. I mean, I'm pretty sure after this election cycle, we should be getting some younger folks into the primary. But...
Yeah, it has to be some new face.
That's what I'll be curious about is the 2028 election. Like, who are we going to have then?
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
Millennial president.
Dude, I swear to God, if it somehow is Trump and Biden again, do you know how stupid that would be? I don't think it can, right? Because
it'll just be their heads in jars or something at that point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Simpson style.
The older they get, the better. It's funny. I think Trump and Biden set the record for the oldest primary nominees, and
did they really?
And they did it again this time.
No way.
They broke their own record, basically. People are saying like,
that's hilarious.
Megyn Kelly. And I'm like, no, like you're stupid if you think it's going to be Trump versus Biden. That's what's going to happen. It's already been decided. Like,
oh yeah.
The only other like conservative that could have possibly, I mean, I guess maybe there could be someone who takes over the Biden's I don't know. But then the Democrats would lose. Yeah, no, it kind of has to be Biden.
It's too late to bring out a new person now, maybe, which is why it would be really devastating if Biden gets incapacitated to 100%, then they're really in trouble.
That's why they need
to get put into jail. Yes.
Yeah, put him in jail. Fuck it.
It should be easy.
Put that motherfucker behind jail. I mean, it's funny because he definitely did some weird shit with the Mar-a-Lago thing. But
in 2024, it is a crime to just be a man. So they'll get him for that at least.
I heard about that.
We all.
If you're a man, you better watch out,
gentlemen.
Guilty as charged.
We've all got for that one. That's all I'm saying. You know,
bunch of men.
Yeah, be the man.
Bunch of men on this podcast.
Oh
yeah. Holy shit, Dad.
I'm sorry. Oops.
Oh my God. It's so exciting.
I'm just who excited. You voting for, boys? Come on.
No.
Spill the beans.
Dude, I'm in a weird position because literally, like, who am I going to vote for?
Oh my God, he's actually going to answer.
Oh my God, he's going to say it.
I am going to give you an answer. I'm not going to give you binary.
Uh-oh.
Wait, this is actually, you're going to laugh at the situation I feel like I'm in. So during the COVID lockdown in California, everyone fucking hated me anytime I took off a mask. And everyone hated everybody, even if you were wearing a mask. They were just mad. Like, everyone was just angry.
Yep.
I told myself,
I remember that.
Next election cycle, I'm voting Republican. I don't care who it is because this is so fucked up. That was
interesting.
Okay. And I really felt
that. We're canceled. We're done.
I really felt like there's something wrong, that like, like I appreciate Trump pushing out the vaccine. Flute. I think it's fucked up that Biden is mandating the lockdown and mandating getting the vaccine and shit. So I was very much against that. And I said, okay, I don't care what the fuck is happening. I'm voting Republican next round. Why? Because no way in hell did I ever think Trump would come back. So now I'm kind of like, so now I don't know what to do.
That's funny. No, okay.
Like I actually thought that you would get someone different, that you would get like other factors.
No, me,
younger and like.
I thought too. I thought maybe even like.
So now I don't know what to do.
Well, I thought DeSantis stood a chance until he started like talking. And then I was like,
until he came on stage in his high heels.
That guy, when he starts doing a speech, I just feel like it's just like there's nothing there.
I was like, wait, but I thought, oh, okay.
It was that and his shoes. Did you see his shoes?
Oh, his booties.
He had his pumps.
His booties.
He's coming in on stage,
I really thought that too because he saved Florida. Like he legitimately.
That's why. Like, and I mean, he's the governor or whatever. I don't follow local politics or state politics, but like I'll see clips of him. But I just thought like, people like him in Florida. He's probably going to have a pretty good chance. But then like he just performed so badly in the actual like debate context. So
it was kind of surprising. Yeah, I was like, damn. Okay. The national stage is different from the local.
Yeah,
for sure. Holy crap.
I don't know. How are you guys navigating the decision? Because I feel like it's tough. You've got worse and you've got worser. Those are your two options.
Yeah. I mean, I always wait till the last second on everything. So it's probably going to be that again.
Yep.
I need the full context of all of whatever drama is brewing. There's definitely.
I'm voting for Hillary Clinton in 2024. I'm writing it in. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to write it in right now.
I want to see the dirt. Both sides have been saving dirt up. That there's been scandals that have not been like broken because they're waiting.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. I want to be like the NPC that just votes based on all that stuff. Whatever comes out last second and tries to sway my opinion, that's what I'm there for. I'm there for it.
I think that's what that
I want to be part of the ride.
That's what that information is for, isn't it? It's to
give a little bit of cold feet to people last minute.
And then like as soon as the election cycle is done, or as soon as you put your vote in, a whole bunch of other shit comes out and you're like, oh fuck, I didn't realize I voted for a goddamn pedophile or like for a fucking fraudulent piece of shit or like whatever. And you end up realizing like, oh yeah, the most powerful people make the most powerful mistakes. Right. Mm-hmm. God dang it. So you really can't get away with it. Like you're gonna end up voting for someone you don't like.
All I'm saying is Hillary 2024, give her a chance. Come on, boys.
She's not in the race. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
So I was very forward about like, I know exactly.
That makes sense to me. You were in the belly of the beast, so to speak, out there.
Dude, it was bad.
Like I think that would radicalize anybody. Any rational person would probably feel radicalized living in California. One way or the other, I guess. I mean, I guess it goes both ways, but
I definitely radicalized against it, and I think I would make that decision again, but I wouldn't radicalize in general because it's just kind of like you end up not doing what you end up not thinking what you're thinking. You end up thinking what you're against, as opposed to like it's not a natural thought. It's just like a pathetic thought.
Right. I think that has been what most of people's political like leanings are nowadays. It's all anti-votes.
Anti-votes, yeah.
It's all voting against something you don't like more than actually like supporting any given thing completely. Because like if you're giving it a binary choice to begin with, it's like you're losing on either one.
Right.
So you end up, it's always just like pick the slightly less worse option for you personally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like that's usually what it ends up boiling down to for people, which is why it's so controversial.
It'd be so fucking interesting if the political system changed a little bit in this sense, but it never will. Like the amount of money that each party gets from there being binary choice making is amazing. Like they're never leaving that. And people who don't know how the money works or even think about how it might work at this level of power is like, look into it, because to be totally honest, if you were in power at that level, your main source of income is not your fucking income. Mm-hmm. It's your network. It's your connections with all of the people and all your donors. It has almost nothing to do with your income as a senator or as a governor.
In some ways, ways too, the election is pay to play, right? Because you have to pay to be on ballots in certain states, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That's such a good way to put it. Yeah.
It really
Ed's pulling out the gamer language.
It's really expensive.
This is crazy. What is happening?
You just got to min-max your potential, you know?
Holy shit, Ed. I'm coming as we speak.
Ed 2024.
Ed 2024. I'm not even going to put the last name. I'm just going to put Ed.
Just Ed.
Well, people don't know this. You can write whatever you want in the ballot.
Yeah.
You can write you could write your own name. I mean, like you can if you want.
Right. So you really are paying for an ad. You're paying for like a sponsored ad with the box on the ballot. That's basically all it is.
I'm voting for Alex Jones this season.
Jones.
Well, he's not in jail because he had money, I guess, to survive the lawsuits that he just went through.
The lawsuits just aren't ending, basically, right? Is that how that works?
I think the Sandy Hook stuff got settled recently, but I can't.
Oh, it did. Okay.
So instead
I didn't know that.
I think there was some kind of something
settled out of court.
There might be other stuff. I don't know. I've been out of touch with that whole realm.
The law's weird. If you have a lot of money, there is no law. Pretty much. Like if Trump goes to jail for the Mar-a-Lago stuff, that'll be a really weird outlier, because normally what happens with rich people, and I mean like wealthy rich people, like they normally get out of it by dragging it out far enough to where all the parties involved are just like, fuck it, just give us a settlement. We don't care.
They just get sick of it. Yeah.
Right. Normally that's what happens. It's very, very rare. But usually if it does happen, it's tax related or it's some other form of fraud. Mm-hmm. It's usually not like, oh, this celebrity murdered another person. It's usually not something that crazy because they can't get them on anything, even if they were to do something so horrible. Like, it's just not like, look at, oh God, there's actually a really good example of this. Who's that guy that in the 90s people were trying to put behind bars because of a murder?
In the 90s?
Yeah, and he didn't end up going to jail, I don't think. Do you guys remember this celebrity? There was a celebrity.
Politician?
No, I think just a celebrity. There's famous footage. I can't remember his name, but there's famous footage
Alec Baldwin?
of him wearing a glove, putting a glove on to prove that the glove didn't.
Oh, OJ Simpson.
OJ. Yeah. OJ. Couldn't remember his name. I don't know why. But great example of someone who is provably provably the fucking killer, and you'll never see him behind bars ever.
That's a good example.
There's a lot of that, and I feel like in the political world, it's even stronger. Like, political pundits are even stronger in this regard. They will not ever pay for something they do wrong. So I think it's really important for people to stop playing their cards based on that. Like, we can be mad about it, and we can be like, well, that's really fucked up, and I'm going to be an activist on this. Like, okay, great, do that for 24 hours. See what happens.
24 hours.
What you want to do is you have to get dirty with the people throwing the dirt. You have to find your way into the system if you really care that much about it. It's never going to be what's right ends up happening in the end. That's not.
No, it's going to take like a big bombastic new personality with a nice simple vision that's really refreshing, and they have to be attractive. Oh, I mean, not even physically attractive.
Sexy, even?
Like Trump was attractive.
Political candidate. I'm thinking, I just want
that might work though.
Like,
they need to be a candidate, a candidate who also can make me.
The OnlyFans elections are going to be crazy.
Oh, Gabe.
No, I mean, that could work. Physical attraction plays a part too.
Good,
but yeah, I don't know when. It might be a young person that shows up and
who knows,
does the Trump version 2 of rallying popular support. That
it'll probably be, some of these internet commentators that are like sort of political, but also kind of just like they're just trying to make money from streams. People like Destiny, for example. I think it'd be really, really interesting if 30 years down the line, 20, 30 years down the line, what if one of these ends up running for some kind of office? And I don't really think it would be good necessarily, but what I'm saying
that could so happen.
That just might be
what could actually happen. Yeah,
that would be crazy.
Not probably within the next few elections, but like you're saying, you imagine a decade or 2 or 3.
Yep.
Who's on YouTube right now that might be running for president? That's a good video. Somebody should make that. Somebody should make a tier list. Who most likely to be president in 30 years? People
used to be when talk shows were a big deal, which they've kind of fallen off a little bit in favor of podcasts. But some of them are still doing well. But people will be like, "Oh, Bill Maher should run for president." There are people who really feel that way at different. You look at different periods in time, and so
good luck with that.
I don't know, man. That.
The comedy people tend to get a lot of support for that. I know even people like Jon Stewart. Oh, he should be president.
Jon Stewart. That was
I would go for Jon Stewart. And then there was a comedian, I think, in the Philippines or something that I don't remember. It was some South American country that he actually did get elected. He was an entertainer.
Yeah.
No
which
way.
You could say Trump is also kind of like that, but it political pundit.
Yeah.
A person turned actual politician.
Well, now
there's a path for that.
And we didn't go to war while he was in office. There's
That's
provable
true.
evidence.
Oh, yeah, we did.
You can be
what?
What?
Yeah, we did. We did went to war.
We did went to war. I guess we did.
We did.
We did went.
Probably did in some capacity. And
we went to war. We went to war with each other. Okay.
And that's why.
And by the way, this is not an opinion I've heard held by many people, but you'll get radical leftists that are under the impression that because of Trump's presidency, we're in a worse position with the whole Ukraine-Russia thing than had he not been president. I'm just you're grasping at straws. You're trying to find anything you possibly can. Bottom line is Trump's presidency showed that you can be an entertainer, become president, and not ruin the world. And what that means is it's probably going to happen a lot more frequently in the next 30 years.
Yeah, I can't think of any other way that someone could get the attention.
God bless America.
Because like Trump was literally a celebrity.
Sorry.
Like Trump was trained on TV and like being like a charismatic, like for the camera kind of person. And politicians, like, I guess, can be naturally good at that or become better at that just by the nature of what the job is. But like, really, the people that are best suited to be like leader, motivating people is like Ronald Reagan was the same thing. He was an actor. Like,
yeah,
those people are like way more likely to go that path and then also enjoy the attention of it because they've been on TV already, you know, and they kind of like it. They might get old and they kind of
ego boost.
Like, I'm too old to get a part on that TV show, but I could run for the president. I could become a politician. So yeah, I think you're right. I think we'll see more of it.
You know, now that I'm done with TV, I'm going to become father of the nation.
I want a relatable millennial president. That's what I want. First president that got discovered on TikTok.
Love their nice little millennial pause at the beginning of every address. You know, it was like real cute. Let me just press record. Hi, people of America.
I can't wait. We need it. It would heal the country, I think, maybe, actually.
It would heal my soul, you know? Heal my millennial soul to see that. Be real cute.
I guess this is maybe old news. I think it ended up not being true, but people thought that Xbox was about to announce that they were like done with the console game forever and that they were just going to start developing software.
That would be a surprise. Holy shit.
And that like they would put their games on other platforms. Like there was all these rumors going around, but because they announced like guys, we're gonna have a business meeting on a podcast next week. Like not like we're announcing new games or anything. Like we're gonna have a business meeting about the future of Xbox. And I was like,
Microsoft wants to have a business meeting with
why this sounds like
I am not even dressed for a business meeting. I don't even know.
People got nervous, but I don't think they ended up announcing anything.
What if they don't like me? I don't.
What if they don't like me?
It's really just them announcing something.
All right. So here, is this working? Nope.
Yep.
All right. It's TikTok time. Starting with Emily sent us something.
Oh, Emily. Here we go.
She sent a pretty good video last time. This video, that was good.
Oh, that was great. That was hot.
Oh.
Oh?
It tells me for you, like, you have chicken every day.
What?
Was he just complaining about having chicken every day?
Yeah.
I think he was.
10-year-old.
He died. Eat more chicken. He's eating it. It does it for you. Like, we get it.
Why does it sound like... This is like how I used to complain about my ex. This is like exactly the kind of shit I was saying.
This kid sounds like a YouTuber. He hit.
Nobody wants chicken.
It's just like walking her
Been eating it for a day, every single day of my years.
Every my years.
Single day of my years. Oh my god, that is such like kid energy, like copycatting like an argument that like mom and dad have, you know? Every single day of my years.
Every single day of my years, I've just been slamming Chick-fil-A, and I'm sick of it.
So funny.
It's like the like a kid almost correctly quotes a bitter statement, but they don't know how to be bitter yet, so they're like a little bit off.
This is all right. So I this is a little bit self-indulgent. I just needed to teach our algorithm a little bit of unhinged stuff that I see.
Oh baby, I'm ready.
So I don't know. This is like a thing that I'm seeing a lot of. I don't know where this came from, but.
Bro, the head wobble on the dog. What the fuck is like?
I see these potatoes everywhere. All right.
Oh. Gabe, on this note, just search Monday left me broken cat.
Monday left me broken.
Because I swear that head movement is literally
they look
from
so
that.
confident. The potato and the chicken nugget look so confident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look this up on my other things. I can't.
Monday
had me broken.
Monday left me broken cat. It's freaking nightmare fuel.
Oh.
I love that comment.
Oh no.
We're gonna have flying cars in 2024. 2024 potato nugget. Not quite flying cars.
My keyboard on my Windows side will not let me type for some reason. So I'm pulling this up on Discord.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
Excuse me while I cough my lung
I
up.
saw the thumbnail and I've definitely seen this cat. And I don't like it.
It's just complete and utter nightmare fuel. And it's even worse because the video is like all deep fried. Dude, I'm sure that head motion of that dog is like from this cat video.
It probably
it's like the
is.
same.
There's like some animation.
Monday left me broken. Tuesday I'm through with open. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting for
Oh my god,
it's so scary.
Monday
horrifying.
left me broken. Tuesday I was through with hope.
So loud.
What's with like that kind of, what is that kind of singing? It's very theatrical and also very like impressive, but it's also just theatrical.
I just love that that's what you took away from that.
Yeah. Like I don't know what song that is, but
I don't know what to call it either. No, but that's
like
Monday left
it's
me
like
broken.
it is like singing has its own accent because it is weird how like British people will sing and they don't sound British.
Oh, dude. Like,
yeah,
you know?
no,
Isn't that
totally
weird.
If you try to like sing and you're good at singing, it'll sound really good.
Yeah.
What was that?
If you try to sound good at singing and you sound good.
Oh yeah, that's the coolest thing. Like if you just try to sound good, you sound really good.
I think y'all thought I was going somewhere with that. But,
No.
But little did you know.
Monday
You're
left
talking
me
to
broken.
All right, Buster's got a new video.
Left me broken.
I found these energy drinks the other day, which are themed after Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, first of all, I support this content because I've been thinking about making energy drink content, and it's not that has nothing to do with G Fuel. We love G Fuel, but it has nothing.
I also just love this intro. What is this intro song?
What?
I found these.
Oh,
that one.
I love the intro song.
Ed.
I didn't even realize it was Ed. I thought it was
fun fact. Ed literally did write the intro song to this podcast.
Beautiful.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
I found these energy drinks the other day, which are themed after Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia. They were at my local 5 Below store, and I just had to pick up a few when I saw them. I mean, the concept of a DBZ-themed energy drink is just genius.
I'm such a sucker
especially
for branded
this one.
energy drinks.
Spirit Bomb? Could you find a more perfect name for an energy drink flavor? I decided to try the much less sounding Power Boost flavor first and save the Spirit Bomb for my graveyard shift later. Plus Ultra is going to go in the fridge for a later day, but let me know if you want to see me try that one too.
Animal cruelty?
Power Boost was fine. It was blue, but otherwise tasted pretty much like any other energy drink. Of course, I did immediately go Super Saiyan after one swig, so that was pretty baller. I was kind of hoping to be strung out of my mind after drinking the Vegeta-flavored energy drink, but I noticed a distinct lack of hand jitters after drinking it.
Oh no.
Okay,
I guess I should have bought the Broly flavor. Next up was the Spirit Bomb flavor. This stuff was purple, kind of tasted the same as the other energy drink, but hey, it was pretty good.
Like $5 each.
Now, after I took a swig, I did notice that the power of all living beings on Earth seemed to be flowing to me, and then this ball appeared over my hands, and then I found these energy drinks.
Yeah, oh my god, what an ending.
Love it. I love that.
That was good.
That's iconic.
Love that.
Oh my god!
I love how the last one we're like, oh, he sent us a roller coaster tycoon video. Obviously, everybody's gonna die, like on the roller coaster.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No. What?
No.
What?
I don't know. No, this is just my front page. All right, we're in here now. What was his hand?
What the fuck?
All right, I'm just gonna say I think I know why. I think I know. Oh my god! Dude,
so loud.
This is why I spent so long trying to get like my phone to Cassie's, because the website for TikTok is a nightmare to use. It's so bad. Like, oh my.
It's so fucking loud.
We're out. We're out.
Oh
no.
But I think we all know why that got featured on the For You page. But
yeah. Anyway. So that's it. That's it for TikTok. You can send us TikToks at Super Underground Podcast.
I want more Roller Coaster Tycoon content. But
yeah, guys, if you have videos you want us to react to, or if you just want to plug your own stuff, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Because
if your channel needs a little Super Underground Podcast tickle, we can get in there and plug you up.
We do reserve the right, if it's going to be a shameless plug, we reserve the right to criticize it.
To roast the shit out of it.
Constructively.
We reserve the right to, we're going to criticize it. We're going to call it our own. We're going to post it ourselves, and then it's our content.
If it's good, we'll steal it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to steal it. We're going to steal it.
So yeah, DM us your videos, or you can email stuff to us too. We have the email superundergroundpodcast@gmail. We have a PO box.
You can mail us flash drives. You can.
Yeah, you could. I keep forgetting about.
I'd be scared of a flash drive that got mailed to me.
Listen, I have a feeling this is going to be the year of the PO box. I think we're going to get some.
We're going to get some really interesting stuff.
Yeah, things that we might regret getting. I mean. It's possible. I forgot to reach out to the guy. You remember I opened a letter like on one of the first episodes?
Yeah.
I forgot to even tell that guy till like a month ago. And he was like,
to watch it.
Yeah, just to tell him like, oh, by the way, we did open your thing and I did it on a podcast and I was going to talk about it, but I kind of forgot. And he's like, what did I send you? He didn't even remember. He didn't remember because I guess he sends that kind of stuff.
Watch the video.
I was like, I'm sorry. I promise, though, if you send something, we'll catch it.
We are looking for someone. If somebody out there can get a PO box for us and just handle that responsibility, because that's how PO boxes work, right?
Yeah, you hire a guy for it. You hire a PO guy.
Hire a guy.
I was thinking maybe if someone in Connecticut or wherever else, could get a PO box for us. And you will collaborate, and we'll send you the stuff. We don't have the money to get our own PO box, so that's. I love the idea of giving out a narrative that the podcast is like struggling.
We're just trying to keep the lights on in here, guys.
Yeah. We're doing everything we can to save
as
money.
long as we have like below 1,000 viewers, that is the aesthetic that I
The struggling podcast.
Listen over here. We're trying to get by. We're trying to use every dime I could to buy the set.
I guess that's a very like Tim Heidecker bit, so maybe we shouldn't do that because he's got that covered.
Oh shit!
Maybe. Yeah. Except that, think about it. Next generation, they don't know who he is. You can steal from an old comedian, and the new generation's never gonna know.
We're undercutting.
That's true. That's true. Actually,
Tim, we're coming for you. No, I mean, just kidding.
Honestly, someone has to do it because like the world needs a Tim and Eric just to replace, because they're done. Like I think.
Yeah,
they do their own stuff now, right?
I think they did I heard that they did a Super Bowl commercial, but it was like it was like nicely produced. It was like the Michael Cera.
No, nice.
Did you see the Michael Cera thing? That was their commercial.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched much.
That cracked me up.
I'm sure I see stuff produced by Eric Wareheim because I wouldn't know because he produces a lot of stuff, but like he's on the back end a lot. But I feel like I do miss seeing like Tim and Eric like sketches.
Yeah.
But I do like that Tim is doing his office hours thing now. So
yeah, he does his own.
Been doing that.
He does his own stuff now, which is cool. I think Eric is very much just like.
But I did find Eric's
retired. I don't know what he's.
I found Eric's TikTok and I just follow that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. So, I think. God, I don't know if there's going to be. I don't know if I can record next week. I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to Texas, so hopefully I'll be able to edit this in time. We'll see.
Sweet.
We'll see we'll see when this episode goes up. Hopefully it's not too late, but that's going to be. I'm sure I'm going to have some stories from Texas, and I don't know what you guys are up to.
Yeah.
Anybody working on anything interesting? I've got some video. I've got videos and stuff cooking in the background, YouTube stuff, but nothing that I can talk about yet.
Same.
I'm ready to talk about.
Got a few things. I think I've talked about the ones I'm working on before, but they are on their way.
Yes.
Stuff for the Synth Ray channel. I'm excited.
I'm still just working on the same stuff with the game, Steam integration stuff.
Exciting.
So I'll give some updates about that next time because it's finally becoming tangible. Yeah.
Oh.
And then the big secret. Tell me more about the big secret.
Yeah, no, the big secret.
Yeah, I'm here for the big update.
Yeah, no, definitely going to share more about
Spill
the
that
process of sharing that.
You're going to share more about your Oh my God! It's gonna next week's gonna come and he's gonna give us the behind the scenes of today's announcement.
Slow, some people call it a slow drip. I'm gonna call mine a slow drool. It's gonna be a little more like a little puddle.
That's the end of the podcast.
We're gonna do a reveal. We're gonna do a
that's
sneak
the end of the
peek.
podcast.
We're gonna do a teaser, a sneak peek, and a reveal.
No.
Oh, also, I went to the
God.
dentist while I had my UTI. It sucked. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. It was
You
like
went to the what?
Ew! Wow. No.
Yeah, no, I had like itchy, fiery dick while getting my teeth cleaned. It sucks, dude. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that. But
All right.
that was
Good podcast now. Wow.
have fun in Texas, Gabe, and
I will.
have fun in Naples, Ed.
Thank you. Yes, very exciting times.
Yes. Very good. All right, guys.
All right. That's a podcast.
That's a podcast. Okay. All right. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Just you and me, baby. Just you and me, baby.
Wait a minute. I think he screwed it up. Don't we have to finish uploading? Hold on.
I think so. But were we supposed to? Maybe we just leave. Isn't that how it works? We just have to keep the page open, right?
Yeah, but it's not. How do we stop it from recording? Hold on.
Text Gabe. No.